Hey everyone, I'm Sendoh, and last night we had another CS2 update, and for the third time this week there are no patch notes. This situation is pretty strange because most of the time whenever they make any changes, no matter how small, they usually let us know what they did, but in this case they haven't. Thing is, thanks to the community we have once again spotted some interesting changes, some related to the skin protection system and others with backnet, Valve's anti-cheat system. So today we will talk about this and much more because the official CS2 account has also dropped another hint that almost no one has noticed. So let's go! Another day, another patch with no official notes, but obviously thanks to the community we have been able to find quite a few traces of what they have been doing. First off, last night we saw that when trying to trade CS2 skins on Steam, two categories appeared on the screen. The first one is the usual one, for our skin inventory, but right below there's a new one called Trade Protected Items, meaning any items that are locked from being traded. If you watch one of the previous videos on the channel, it mentioned a new system where we could voluntarily lock our CS2 skins for a period of time. This way, in case of a hack or scam attempt, cyber criminals wouldn't be able to do anything with the skins because they will be 100% protected. There's still a lot of debate on what we'll be able to do with this new feature, whether we can unlock the skin before the time expires or not. But seeing that Steam now shows the category for locked items, I think the release of this new feature might be very soon. It would be great if the only way to unlock the skins is through some verification process or a complicated enough method that the skin thieves wouldn't even want to bother with it, because honestly, it's getting really tiring having to be hyper aware of every link you click and constantly blocking bot accounts. On the other hand, they have added a new server in Dallas, USA, and also modified one of the CS2 articles that reference the skins. Previously there was a text saying that any item bought or traded couldn't be exchanged for 7 days, but could still be sold on the Steam market. Now they've changed it to say that any item bought or traded can't be transacted for 7 days. Now the moment you have probably all been waiting for. Let's talk about the anti-cheat. That system that gives us so many headaches in CS2 and seems non-existent in a lot of cases. After tonight's patch, they have made changes to how backnet works, and trust me, you're going to like it. In the miraculous case where Backlife will cancel a match, the cheater and their group of friends will get a competitive penalty. This will result in being banned for at least 24 hours, their trust factor turning red, and if they re-offended, the penalty could last over 181 days. This creates a big problem because no matter how nice it sounds when they cancel a match, the cheater isn't always banned directly. They get matched with players who have red trust factors, so they are more likely to only play with other cheaters. But the typical ban doesn't come quickly, and their rank doesn't drop or anything like that. It could be said that right now, except in specific cases, when Backlife detects them, it's like a teacher giving them a little reprimand. Well, during last night's update, they made changes to the banning system, and now if Backlife detects irregular gameplay and cancels the match, the cheater and their friends will not only have a cooldown but also lose points from their premier ranks. It's not exactly clear how many points will be deducted from the cheater and their boosting friends, but it wouldn't be too crazy to think that at least 1000 points could be deducted, like when someone is getting banned for griefing or even more. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would just ban them straight away, but if I had to remove points, I would drop them all to 1000 elo, which is the minimum rank for premier mode. The fact that we're getting so many changes without patch notes is no coincidence because, as you can guess, if you're going to update aspects of the anti-cheat, you are not going to announce it obviously. You will let the cheaters think they're safe so you can catch them off guard, but for now the battle is being won by cheat software developers since the situation has gotten so ridiculous that even the top 6 in the world promote cheats with their names. We should pay attention from now on to see if the detection system has improved even a little, and how many points cheaters lose when detected. Another change that they should implement is to allow everyone who lost points because of a cheater to recover them once the cheater is banned. I think that will be fair. So in today's video, there's another change that almost no one has noticed, and once again the official CS2 account has left us a very clear hint that something is coming to the game soon. As many of you know, when activity starts on the CS2 account with its tweets, comments and jokes, it usually means that they are preparing to launch something. Sometimes they are more direct, and other times they are a bit more clever. In the last few hours, a follower informed me that they had changed their pinned tweet on Twitter. Until recently, they have pinned this one video of the Major, but now they replaced it with a clip of when the ragdolls booked out, and everyone would fly around the map when they died. It was a pretty fun book, honestly. This doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it's true that often everything they post and show on their Twitter account has some hidden meaning. It wouldn't be too far-fetched to think that they might be teasing the return of the Flying Scoutsman game mode. In that mode, with low gravity and eliminating enemies in midair, situations very similar to the Ragdoll book occurred, so it wouldn't be too crazy to think that that mode could return to CS2, which in fact was one of my favorites for messing around with friends when we didn't want to be too focused on competitive matches. As always, these are just theories and speculations, but it's interesting that they have pinned this video again where we see a player flying through the air. Either the Flying Scoutsman mode could return, or they might create a new mode related to it. Whatever it is, any new game mode or content is more than welcome. I don't have much more to say. As always, any news about CS2 will be on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with the latest on CS2. I'm Sendoh and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!